Hello my dear students, welcome to the class. My name is Ashish Mishra. I am going to take the subject mathematics. This present video is a demo video for maths. In that I am going to take the chapter 5 of class 10th. The chapter 5 name is Quadratic Equations, and I am well aware of the thing that you might have studied or you might have the knowledge of equations. If not, then no problem. I am going to tell you all those things. So let us see what an equation is before I take you to the quadratic equations. So let us see what an equation is. So an equation is a statement that exhibits some relations between variables and constants. All those situations that can be expressed in terms of mathematics will be an equation, and the situations that cannot be expressed, that cannot be solved. For example, you have a friend, and with your friend you have a very good relation. You are very fast friend, very close friend. So when you see each other, your heart is filled with joy. So can you express this situation in maths? Never, not at all. But if you have some money and your friend has some money, so you can develop a relation between the money with your friend and with you. For example, you have 200 rupees and your friend has 145 rupees. So you can say to your friend, you have 55 rupees less than I have, or I have 55 rupees more than you have. This situation you can explain in terms of maths. So all those situations which can be expressed in terms of mathematical relation, that will be called equation. Otherwise it is not an equation. I am sure that you are familiar with concept of polynomials. There is a certain difference between the polynomials as well as equation. The difference is that a polynomial does not have any value. It will get the value what the value is being input to the variable or to the relation. But an equation has a certain value. How many values it will have? It will depend on the highest power of the variable involved. Today in the present chapter, we are going to talk about quadratic equations. So what is quadratic equation? Let us try to see. I think you are familiar with equation now. So what is quadratic equation? Quadratic equation is an equation in which the variable involved takes the highest power as 2. Means an equation involving the highest power of variable as 2. An equation involving the highest power of variable as 2 is a quadratic equation. For example, or I am giving you the general structure. Ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. This is the general structure of the quadratic equation. It means all the quadratic equations must be in this form. Now you might be thinking, what are a, b, c? X, you are sure that it is variable, but what about a, b, c? So I shall clear your doubt, where a, b and c are real numbers. Mostly they are given integers or natural numbers, but we have to take care of one thing, and a must not be 0. This is a crucial condition or important condition. What is that? A must not be 0 means if the highest power coefficient will be 0, it means the whole term will be 0. It means it will not be more longer a quadratic equation. So in order to make it quadratic equation, a must not be non-zero. Now you might be thinking, sir, what about b and c? So b and c both can be 0 or either of them can be 0. That doesn't affect the equation, but a must be non-zero. That must be our prime aim while solving or while selecting an equation as a quadratic equation. Now, what is the meaning of solution of a quadratic equation? Solution of a quadratic equation means we are trying to find some values of x which, when kept in the equation, gives the right hand side or make it 0. For example, if we have x square plus 5x plus 6 equals 0, and if I supply x is equal to minus 2, what will I get? Minus 2 square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. We have the right to place the value in LHS only, not in RHS, because RHS is already 0. So here you will see minus square is minus 4. No, it's plus 4. Keep in mind, negative sign when raised to power even number of times, that is positive, and if it is odd, it will be negative. Here you see 5 2s are 10, but minus plus 6. 6 and 4 10 as per Bodmas rule. 10 minus 10, that is 0. Is that equal to RHS? Exactly. It means minus 2 is a solution. Minus 2 is the solution of given quadratic equation. Now, the question arises, how many solutions a quadratic equation can have? So, my dear students, a quadratic equation can have at most 2 solutions. Solution means the real numbers for which the LHS of the equation becomes 0. It means we shall get certain real numbers which make the equation 0, and those values will be called solution of a quadratic equation. And a quadratic equation can have at most 2 zeros. So, number of solutions to only two solutions two values it can have as solution. Now my dear students, these two solutions can belong to either, I write in the sentence form that the solutions may belong to natural number set, may belong to whole number set, may belong to integer, may belong to rational. This is natural number. Here whole numbers, here integers. Somewhere you will find integers represented by Z. Z is the letter which is somewhere used to represent the integer, and this is having a full name as Zahlen. And Zahlen is German word, and it means to count. Correct? Somewhere you will find this Z as the natural number, integers representation, and after this you will see Q as rational numbers. Rational numbers or rationals are the numbers which are expressed in the form of P by Q, and all these together make real numbers. This you might have been aware of. So real numbers. So this solution can be from natural number set, from whole number set, from integers, from rational numbers. So this is the structure we have seen. What an equation is, what is quadratic equation, what is the general form, what is the meaning of solution, how many solutions it can have, and from which type of numbers the solution can occur. For example, here we have seen x equal to -2 is a solution of this equation. -2 is an integer, so that will be coming from integers number set. I think up to here you might have been aware of. Take a screenshot and we shall move further. Now let us see the methods of solving. So there are two methods given in your textbook. We shall follow first the factorization method, second Sridharacharya method. Let us see what the factorization method is. Methods of solving a quadratic equation. So the very first method we will see is method of factorization. What we will see in this method? Let us see. We will be given equations in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Now here we will see two forms, two types. So I shall explain you everything. First, when a is equal to 1. These things have not been explained in your textbook, so you might be very careful while watching this video. Why? Because these things are often creating confusion in your mind and you sometimes forget how to factorize it. So once you are being in the practice of these questions or these methods, you will be quite aware and you will have no confusion in your mind. So be very attentive while watching this video. Let us see. When a is equal to 1, when a is equal to 1 means coefficient of x square is 1, then the equation will be x square plus bx plus c equals 0. If you get such type of equations, then what you have to do, the very first step, factorize C. C means this constant term. Next, find two factors of C such that product of factors is equal to C and sum or difference of gives us B, the coefficient of x. If such values we find, those values will be placed here and then we shall factorize. I think it is very cumbersome to understand. So please see one example and then try to eliminate your doubt by yourself. Let us see the question. We have a question, x square plus 7x plus 12. This we have to factorize and we have to find the solution. Solutions means roots. Roots means the values of x for which the given equation may become 0. How we will solve? So I told here you have to check whether a is equal to 1. So yes, a is equal to 1 here. Now you have to factorize c. What is c here? Here it is 12. So write all the factors of 12. So let us see how to solve. See, here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 7 and c is equal to 12. Why? Because we always compare the given equation with this general form. This is the general form of equation I already wrote. Now factorize c. c means 12. So write all the factors of 12. While writing the factors, one must be aware of the sign as well. Why? Because if plus 1 can divide 12, minus 1 too can divide. So here we have to take both the signs of factors. Means you have to consider positive as well as negative sign of the factors. It means we can divide 12 by plus minus 1, by plus minus 2, by plus minus 3, by plus minus 4, by plus minus 6 and by plus minus 12. These are the possible not possible. These are the fixed factors of 12. A number has fixed factors, limited factors, whereas it has infinite multiples. These things you might have studied in class 4th or 5th. Now, what is the next step? We have to find the two factors of the constant such that the product of factors is C. Now, if we take 1 and 12, obviously the product is 12, but sum will be 13, difference will be 11. So 1 and 12 cannot be considered. 1 and 12. Second, 2 and 6 we can take. So 2 and 6 definitely will give the product as 12, but their sum or difference will not give us 7 because we want 7. 6 and 2 when added will give 8, when subtracted will give 4 or minus 4. Next, 3 and 4. Obviously their product is 12 and their sum, what is their sum? 7. So we will take these two factors. So we will write x square plus, at the place of 7 we will write 3 plus 4, x plus 12 can be written as 3 into 4 equal to 0. That can be written as x square plus 3x plus 4x plus 3 multiplied by 4 equals 0. Now here I write x square plus 3x plus 4x plus 4. I write here, it may not be visible, so please be sure here. So what the term we can take common? See, among these two, x only can be taken as common. I hope you are aware of the method that what the term we can take common. Only HCF of the given terms can be taken as common. Keep in mind, not LCM, only HCF. Here the highest power is x, so only x can be taken as common. Here you can see 4 is present in both. So 4 can be taken as common. Now, in both expressions you can see x plus 3 is present. What is remaining here? X plus 4. Now we got two linear factors. Do you know linear factors? Factors having their maximum power as 1 are called linear factors. Now, here you are given in your textbook zero product rule. Correct? What is that? If the two terms are having a product 0, individually both may be 0 or at least one of them will be 0. So here you can write x plus 3 equals 0 implies x is equal to minus 3, and x plus 4 equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 3. What we see? We got the two values of x as x equal to minus 3 and x is equal to minus 4. So these two values, when placed in the given equation separately, will make the LHS 0. That's why these are called roots of the given equation. Roots of the given equation. These are also called solution of the equation. So this is the example we saw when a was 1. Now we shall go for the next example when a is not equal to 1. So I hope you might have taken the screenshot and I shall rub it, and next example I shall consider. Second condition, when a is not equal to 1, then what we shall do? So let us see. When a is not equal to 1, very first multiply a and c. That is, get AC. Now factorize AC such that, same thing, product of factors must give us AC, but sum or difference must give us B. So these steps we have to keep in mind while solving the questions when a is not equal to 1. So let us see an example to understand more. Let us see an example. I take a question 5x square plus 13x plus 6. 5x square plus 13x plus 6. This we need to factorize. So it is obvious that here a is not equal to 1. So when a is not equal to 1, the steps I have mentioned on the board, try to see, and you also may try. Very first, we have to multiply the coefficient of x square with constant. We'll get as 5 into 6 you got as 30. Now, this 30 will be having many factors. Among that, 2 factors you need to take that can give you 13. So, let us see the factors of 30. Please tell me what are the factors of 30. Yes, you can speak with me. Very first factor you will write plus minus 1. Next will be plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 5, plus minus 10, plus minus 15, and at last plus minus 30. Now, you need to select the 2 factors whose product is 30, but their sum or difference is 13. So, if you select 3 and 10, their product will be 30, obvious, and their sum or difference will be 13. So, I write here, you may write 5x square plus 10 plus 3 x plus 10 into 3 is equal to 0. Now, I shall write 5x square plus 10x plus 3x plus 10 multiplied by 3 barabar 0. Now, among these two, what we can take common? 5x, x plus 2 plus 3, this is 10. Sorry, this is 6, na? So, we shall write x plus 2 equals 0. Here also x plus 2. Now, both have x plus 2 as common. So, we shall write 5x plus 3 equals 0. Now, zero product rule. X plus 2 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 2. Here 5x plus 3 equals 0 implies x is equal to minus 3 upon 5. In your book, one symbol is given, this symbol. So, this symbol deals that it means that if and only if. If and only if. So, both symbols you can use. In a general way, this is the symbol that we use. But when we are more strict about the roots, we can use this way. So, that also I shall explain in the coming videos or mostly in offline classes. So, these are the things that I need to explain to you. If I ask which type of number set they are belonging, so you will say, sir, these are rational number set. These are belonging to rational. So, that's all for this video. How was this video? And did you understand the things which I tried to explain through this lecture? All those things you may inform to your class teachers or your principal. So, if you have any comment, any suggestion, any report or anything, you are free to do so. So, most probably we will meet in offline classes. Till then, take care. Thank you so much.